Hello, welcome to my shop, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a quick video for anyone who is drifting or road racing or time trialing 350Zs who have got full cages with door bars running completely gutted doors. I've got an option for interior door handles that allow you to retain locks. It's a lot lower profile than using the standard 350Z handle. I'm going to move a couple things around, we'll talk about the option and we'll get started. So before I show you my alternate option, let's just kind of do a quick look at what we're dealing with here. So this is what's left of the door of my 350Z. Whole bottom's been cut out. Obviously all the window motor, window and everything's out. I can still bolt my window in place driving to and from the tracker if I want to be able to lock the car up on a trailer or something like that overnight. But when the door panel is gone, the door handle and everything went with it, so it leaves me with just the cable to actually attach to the latch as well as the lock cable. Same thing on the other side. A lot of people do one of two things. They'll either use a strap, which they'll attach to this and affix to the door in some way, shape, or form. The nice part about that is I mean, you can't really get much lighter. What I don't like about that situation is you end up with something that can potentially flap around if, worst case scenario, car's filled with smoke, car's upside down or something like that. Am I going to be able to find that with my glove on? I don't want to have to be reaching around. I want something that's very positive. So the other thing that people tend to do is they'll actually utilize their factory door handle. You'll see in a second. The problem with this is, A, they're kind of heavy, and the other thing is they're just really bulky. This thing is super thick. If I try and put it up against the door, A, there's no really good way to mount it, but it sticks really far out from the door. What I've come up with as an alternate solution is actually a Nissan Altima door handle. This is off of like a 2002 to 2005 Nissan Altima. It's great because you need a right and a left, but front and rear doors are the same. This thing is lighter. It's like less than half the weight of the stock 350Z. It's significantly smaller, significantly narrower, and you'll see in just a few seconds here, I can actually use just the central hole to bolt up right to this existing door bar. And the nice part is that the cable, both cables, work right with this. So let me go ahead and hook up one of these and I'll kind of show you how it all works. So real quick before I actually go bolt this up, just wanted to do a little bit better job of showing the differences between the two. On the left, 350Z, on the right, as I said, it's like a 2002 to 2005 Nissan Altima. Lock function, pull function versus pull and lock function. You can really get a good sense of the size difference of these two when I put them on their side like this. I mean, as I said, I mean it's so much thinner, and as I said, this central mounting hole is also super beneficial, and you'll see that in a second. The other thing that you can do, you'll see it here. I went ahead and just trimmed all of this excess plastic off these tabs. That's what it was originally mounted in the Altima with. I've already run these Altima handles for about a couple track days. Haven't had any issues with just the single mount yet, so I just went ahead and cleaned it all up. It's less stuff that I can potentially catch if I'm reaching for the handle. So I'm going to spin around here and we'll go ahead and get this, we'll go ahead and get the lightened one mounted up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and install my trimmed down Altima door handle in place on the door. First thing I got to do is remove this fastener. This is an existing fastener location, obviously not a factory fastener. This is a Z-spec fastener that I was using. This bracket here is something I custom bent. It allows me to actually bolt my windows into place, so if I have to drive to an event in the rain or I need to store my car and I want to lock the windows and actually secure the car, I can. I'm eventually going to shorten this bolt, but first thing I'm going to do is just remove this bolt. As I said, this is an existing hole, it's M6 bolt. I do need to actually sandwich my bracket underneath, but before we do that, we need to go ahead and attach the lock cable and the door cable. So this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video here. There you got a little pin, there's a pin hole. Pin goes in the hole, spins 90 degrees, and then this just snaps in place. and the door lock does function. For the door handle itself, similar situation. Ball has to go in at 90 degrees, rotate around, click into place, and you can see it does function and operate the door handle. So at this point, I need to sandwich my bracket. So I'm going to take my Z-Spec fastener, go through the bolt hole here, drop the bracket, go ahead, take the bracket, put it in place. I've got a couple little alignment marks here, and start to tighten the fastener down. Now the nice part about this handle is it happens to fit pretty much right into this little nook in the door and hold it in place. Oh, didn't quite get it. So from there, I'm just going to tighten it up a little bit extra. A little bit more. So now, door lock works, door handle works. This is nice and secure. As you can see, it's also very, very low profile. My power locks still work with this. I'm going to go ahead and install the other side, and then we will go ahead and just kind of wrap things up. The handle's fully installed on both sides of the car now. As I said, one of the nice parts about this, locks still work, door handle still work. I also really like how well and easy it is to get to even with my window net in place. It stays right here, it doesn't flap around, it doesn't move. I can easily get to it, find it with a glove on, and open the door. As not quite your traditional method, but I think it works quite well. As I said, I've been using it for a while now. No major issues. I'll flash a couple images here at the end of the weights of the factory handles, these before and after I trimmed them down, just so you can kind of see how much weight you're saving. Obviously not as light as a pull strap, but overall I think it's worth it. Anyways, just wanted to share that with the group, with the community of people who are tracking their Zs, just in case somebody finds it helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the future.